Creature TV. I don't like creatures. God, that's hot. Bloody hot, that is, man. They're bloody hot, you know? Why am I sounding like bloody, whatever his name is? Guy Martin. Probably should just master one platform, I reckon. Don't win by a huge want. Just buy one then, isn't it? Lack of need. Lack of need keeps my bank healthy, I think. That's my thoughts. Obviously, you don't have to agree with me. I don't want you to agree with me. All right. So I'm just uploading my little video to everything. Done X, done TikTok, done YouTube, Facebook. Pointless. Couch to 5k. Love that. I love that, James. James, I love it. Gallery. Content is content. Towels from the sink. Someone asked me when I'm going to do them. I need to start doing them. Then I'll do my little videos. I like messing about. I think, life's too crap, really, isn't it? For many people, I think, although I think we don't help ourselves. I really genuinely don't think we help ourselves. You got to just do stuff, innit? You got to try and get fit, try and get some money. Don't know, try and get rid of the stresses out of your life, innit? I think so. No one's going to get them out of my life. No one's going to make me fit. No one's going to make me eat less. No one's going to make me put some savings away. Divide it in 52, innit? Get a goal, how much do I want? Divided by 52, put that away. It's a 52nd of an amount, which is an easy amount to do, isn't it? But if you want to do a huge amount, it's too big. You're never going to do it, are you? Ever. If it's too big, I don't think you ever do it. I do think stuff has to be manageable, doesn't it? And I think it almost feels like we leave it too long, doesn't it? Leave it too long, and then you're like, why did I just leave it so long? Like losing weight, isn't it? If you said, I'm going to lose £0.5 pound a week and stuck to that, I think you'd probably do it. But when you want to lose, someone said, I want to lose £3 a week, and I'm thinking, £3 a week? Sounds too much to me. Well, to me, I'm just thinking, that's a very great goal. That's like £6. That's like £12 in a month. I'm going, wow, that's a lot. That's a stone in a month, which is probably achievable, isn't it? But I think you're going to go super extreme. You're going to can't have anything you want to eat. You have to be really, really sensible, and I don't know. Just sounds like a sort of a recipe for failure to me. Sounds like you're going to, go so extreme. You're going to just be hungry all the time. You're hungry, and all you're going to think about is food, then, isn't it? Again, these are my thoughts, Absolutely, James. But sometimes it's easier said than done. It's easy to sit here and go, someone who's fat, you should just eat less, move more. It is that simple, but it's very hard, isn't it? It's our mind. Do you think we've got, I think humans have an odd mindset, personally. I think we do all sorts of stuff, and I think a lot of the problems I have in my life is my fault, isn't it? It's not anyone else's fault. If I'm owed money, I think I needed to have been not lend that person money, and it is that sensible. And you have to go, or you probably need an accountability partner, look, I don't want to get in trouble. So if I run stuff past you, I'm thinking of doing, what do you think? And because I think someone outside would say, I don't know. I mean, you can't ring someone, oh, I'm going to eat this donut. What should I do? It's like, well, have it. But the problem, if I have a donut every day, that's less calories I can have on something else. So, and the nice stuff doesn't last very long, does it? I eat it. It's really unfair because it's just what's in your mouth, isn't it? And I love exercise. I think I wished everybody liked it. I don't. I find that a shame that everybody don't. Hello. Is it? I'm not saying I've got the answer. No, far from it. I don't claim to know everything, but I don't want to know everything. Why would I want to know about your life? It's your life, and it's not mine. I need to know about my life. I need to work out what I'm doing. Not wrong, but what could I do so differently, I suppose, isn't it? Me, not anyone else. But the modern world don't seem like that. It seems a bit like I want a shortcut. Shortcuts everyone wants shortcuts, and I don't think they work really, innit? If you're going somewhere and the traffic stopped, and you're sitting in traffic, next thing you know is like you go down a side road and you seem like you're one car ahead or a couple behind, and you think, really? I don't know. I've seen it where people go airing past you and they shoot in, and then you think, where have you really gained? You haven't gained anything. Well, it doesn't feel like they have to me. Hang on, let's turn this off. Hang on. But my little thing my gimbal doesn't seem to link to my face, but I guess not a bad thing, is it? There we go. You love my accent. Oh, why does this keeps doing this? It just doesn't. It used to be really good. It used to just link, but it don't seem to link now. This thing. I don't know why. Don't matter, does it? Why is it doing that? I wonder. Stuff it. I'm not bothered with it. There we go. Let's take it off. Addressing the issues head on. Yes, very true. Anyway, how's everyone had a good day? Creatures, don't like creatures. I've done a little video on creatures, because I don't like creatures and I act like a bit of a helicopter. And you think they're little, aren't they? There was just earlier on, come back from my walk, and there was this like a bee or something, and it's going around me. I'm going like a helicopter. And I think, I was doing one hand actually because I was on my phone. I was, You think, why do you do that? It's only little, isn't it? Weird, isn't it? Absolutely crazy the stuff we do. Love it. I don't know. Let's go to the next video. What makes you stop crawling? What are you actually looking for? Someone with not a lot of clothes on? Someone who's going to offer you a passport? Money? What is it? What are you actually looking for? And what makes you go from this life to a different one? I put that back on. I don't know why I've done it. It don't seem to work. Maybe it's going wrong. Who knows? Not everything can last forever, can it? Some stuff has to break, I suppose. Probably done it a good contact, isn't it? Let's do it again. Used to be really good. He used to just follow you. No, I don't. I don't know. Weird. Donut and chips. Yeah. I don't have breakfast, do I? I'm actually being good on black coffee today. Black coffee. I sort of do intermittent fasting a bit loosely, really. I've got used to not having breakfast, and even on holiday we don't have breakfast. Me and my girlfriend. Last time I'm going away less than about a week and a half on my way, but we won't have breakfast. It's really mad. You can speak saying, "Oh, all inclusive, yeah, I'd rinse it," and I'm going, "Well, really? All this food there. I can eat. You can eat 24 hours a day, pretty much on a cruise, but I don't know. I just think it's mad how you do it on holiday. You go a bit crazy on holiday, and then you've got weeks of trying to get. It's going round now. What is this doing? But maybe it's wearing itself out. I don't know. Maybe this thing is broken. Who knows? I'm going to use AI cliffs. What's a cliffs? I don't know what a cliff is. Can you let me know what a cliff is? A cliff? Cleft palate? I don't know. Weird. Close. What cliff is close? Is it? Oh. So yeah, when you want a girlfriend, you're literally going to start just using AI. You're not going to literally have a. I tell you, I suppose now someone like you, mate, it's probably a good AI is brilliant because you can magic a girl in there, can't you? All your mates have got to. I'll tell your mates live video call. What's that video call? Can't fake that. I don't. Oh, I don't know if you. I don't believe you can fake a video call yet. I'm sure they will do soon. I've just made a vid of me and you. Wow. Should I be honoured or should I be like, I can't believe it? Nah, I'll be honoured. There we are. I'll do it. I'll go like suitably unimpressed. How's it? Want to see it? Not really. No. Hello, I'm all right, thank you. I'm doing very well, actually. My knee's not so good. I'm doing all right. That's just an injury, and that's just something you have to put up with. Isn't it? It's really unfair. If you go to the gym and you pull a muscle, it's unfair. You think, oh, I'm trying to look after myself here, but there you go. Hello. But that's life, isn't it? Life is, you set out this week to have no dramas in your life, and next thing you know, it's like your car's gone wrong, you got a flat tyre, the cold water's in the shower, the boiler don't work. That's just life, isn't it? Life sometimes sends us stuff to piss us off big time. But there you go. You get over it, though, don't you? You will get over it, I'm sure. That's my thoughts. My thoughts of life is it's pretty good, but sometimes it's a bit annoying, isn't it? Sometimes people are annoying around you, aren't they? Sometimes people are odd. Online is, I don't know. I don't. Thankfully, I don't get some people. I don't want to get them. Can you imagine understanding some troll? Can you imagine actually understanding when someone trolls someone what actually went through their mind before they done it? Things okay, no matter how bad they feel. Sometimes yes, and sometimes not. Isn't it? If you found a lump and you went to the doctor and he said he had a biopsy and said it's cancer, it'd be like, you just think, and any of us can get that, can't you? I haven't got a mum and dad now, passed away, but any of us can get this. You've got to look after stuff. Your health, your fun. Who's doing that? Who's touching the screen? Why are you doing that? No, hang on a minute. I've got to stop live. Can you please stop doing that? Thank you. It just all it does is it just says you've liked the live, like the live, like the live. It's just I can't even read the text. So, and is that odd? Yes. Is me not turning my gifts on weird? Should I monetize my thing? Probably. Do I want to? No. Am I allowed to not monetize it? Absolutely. Go for people. Somebody who's saying tap the screen on this. What are you really going to watch? Someone say tap the screen. It's like really. What are you getting out of someone who does that? Wouldn't you be better to follow someone who actually might talk to you, might take an interest in what you do? I think so. I'm all right, thank you. I've done it. I'm severe bipolar. What does that mean? That you misbehave? So you, so would you say something was red hot? Would you go and grab it then, or you think, oh no, I wouldn't do that? Are you able to not swear at someone? Do you understand that? Would you, if you was driving a car, if you're bipolar, would you understand that driving 100 mile an hour is not a good thing? You got a big belly, absolutely, James. I'm about 70. Hello. Who's? Don't tap the screen. Don't need to. Am I fat? Yes. Am I fat? Why are you rejecting it? You can't type something then retract it because you actually meant it. You can't send someone a letter and send a bottle of Tipex. You can't do that and say, oh, by the way, when you get a letter out, Tipex out these few words or cut them out. You can't do that. You meant it, James, which is fine. Why would I worry if you say that I'm ugly, I've got a big nose, my cock's small, my arse is big, I don't know, I've got a fat belly, I'm ugly. Why would I disagree? I'd go, okay, that's what you think of me, which is fine. And then for me to say you're wrong, that's like saying, what, you're not allowed to think I'm ugly, you're not allowed to think I'm fat. Why not? Why are you not allowed to think that? Of course you're allowed to think that. Should you be filtered in life? I don't think so. If you think I'm ugly, you should tell me I'm ugly. But you have to remember, if you want that level of pure honesty, you must be able to accept it back. Any advice on starting a business at 23? Are you happy? Yes. Get customers. That's all you need. There's no magic, because you're selling these. All you need to do is find loads of people want to buy this. We'll have loads of money. It is that simple, really. People go, oh, start limited, all that. What do you want to do all that for? Do I want to put my effort into trying being limited because I pay less tax, or do I actually want to get customers? Me, I want to sell stuff. It depends on what you're doing. What sort of business is it? I think it's your shirt. You ain't fat. I shouldn't start that. Why not? James, don't worry about it, mate. Mate, why? Don't worry about it, James. Look, never apologise. Just don't do it. It's simple. Don't be late. Don't apologise you're late. Just don't be late. I could start a recruitment agency. I wouldn't know. I've never done one. I've never been recruited. I know people. Actually, I know someone who was in Dubai. He does recruitment. They seem to earn flipping good money, don't they? Personally, I'd say be an estate agent, but because I can understand property and I don't know anybody who's bought a bit of land, built houses, is poor. That would be me, but I'm a nobody. Single, 60. Betty, it doesn't matter if you're single. It doesn't matter if you're 60, 80, 90, 20. It doesn't matter. Just say hello. That's good enough for me. Betty, I don't really want to marry anyone because I've got a girlfriend. I've got a wife and I've got a girlfriend, so I don't really want to. I'm not recruiting for any more girlfriends. Maybe you could recruit for me, mate. Maybe you could recruit like normal people to come in my life. How old? How old? I'm all right, thank you. Go for it, mate. What are you going to lose? Nothing. Everybody's bipolar. Everybody's a see you next Tuesday, I think. The public are just arses, aren't they? Arses. And what it is, am I single? No. You look amazing shape. It's not what you look like, though, is it? Imagine going to your doctor and he says, if your arms are bigger, that cancer's going to piss off out your nuts. No, it ain't. No, it's not. It's not how you look. Look how you look. It's, do you want to look rich or be rich? Do you want to look healthy or be healthy? Morning, Alison. I don't know. Everyone's obsessed with looks, isn't it? That's why I buy all this shit. Like what I've got Gucci. Imagine I buy a Hugo Boss suit. What's the difference between that and just going to a suit shop? Really? What, the money? Why? What? Because it says Hugo Boss. Why does that look better than? Why don't it look like a Rolex then? How's that going to make me? If I had a Rolex on, how does that make me look better? Imagine thinking a Rolex is going to make me look good. I'd rather go to my doctor and he says, Gary, you've got a 5% chance of having a heart attack. Imagine having a Rolex and he says you've got 40% chance. I'd rather have a Rolex and have a 2% chance of having a heart attack, personally. I'd rather be loaded, look loaded, and very healthy. But if I can have one thing, I want to be healthy. And I don't want to look good. I don't want to be good. I want to be, get out of bed in the morning and not feel pissed off. I want to be able to go to the toilet and wipe my backside. I want to, I really want my knee not really hurting, but it's hurting. But that's hard luck, isn't it? But you've got to go by what you want. That's why I don't understand roids. Why would you go to the gym and take roids? What the heck? What, you're going to get roids to make you look bigger? Really? That's like, what about some dickhead said drink bleach, it's good for you. Look at Trump, drink bleach, you get rid of COVID, wouldn't it? Just, I don't know. I know. Don't worry on the looks. You know, it's, you want to go to your doctor and he says, no, you're in good shape. You're healthy. You're healthy. You want to be like, you ain't fed up. Um, do I want to look good? And my car never go wrong. I really want my car never going wrong. I'm not worried how I look. Should I iron my shirts? Probably. Should I, you know, I should get done up for my girlfriend, really, shouldn't I? I should like wear nice clothes for her. I do wear. When we go away, we're going away in a couple of weeks or about a week and a half. And I do. I wear a suit on the cruise. I love wearing suits. I think I look smart in a suit. I love the formal nights. I love it. Wear a tuxedo. Never wear them. You know, and think I look smart with a suit. Okay, like, why would you want to come on holiday like that? You wear, it's a formal night, so you wear a black. You know, it's a formal night, so you wear a black tie. I always think a black tie. Why can't I wear a black tie? But you know, black tie's a funeral one, isn't it? But you know, a bow tie, and I think I look smart. But that's me. At your age now, any day things will start going down very quickly. Mark, I would say at my age now, I'm lucky to be alive. Mark, how long are you going to give me then? Mark, would you give me another year? If you give me another year, I'm saying, fuck me, mate, you are brave. Do you want to take that bet on then? Do you want to take that bet on another year? Yeah? You want to take it on? Really? Well, you give me 6 months. I'm a biker, mate. Last night, no one actually wanted to kill me last night, so I was all right. See you later. You're going to guarantee how long I'm going to live? Really? Mate, I wouldn't even give me 6 months. I wouldn't. Well, you're actually going to give me another 5 years? Mate, you're very generous. I wouldn't. If I spunt it, my kids, there's nothing wrong with my kids. Would I guarantee they're still going to be here in a year or 6 months or 2 years? No. My girlfriend, would I? No. How can I? How can I? All right, Mark? Anything can happen. Accident? What, you've never known of anybody drive down the road and like have an accident? If you're on about your health, I don't know. How long do I think I've got? Don't know. 20 years take me to 82. Do I think I've got 30 years? That'll take me to 92. Probably not. But who knows? And I say life is, can I still walk to the toilet and wipe my backside? When my mum and dad were dying, yeah, I'll stay away from ladders now. But that's what I mean. You want a husband? So do I, Betty. I expect I'm looking for a husband who really wants to set me up in a flat, give me a nice little Merc convertible. What else? He's got a super yacht that I can borrow, and he don't even have to come round. He can come round, have a cup of tea with me, and give. Oh, a light past 70 life gets down to quality. Well, your quality is, as I say, simple things like going to the toilet. When my dad was in the end. Now I don't get this. I do not get how your heart gets fluid away from your lungs. I don't get that. I can't get my heart pumping the blood, right, gets fluid away. So in the end, they go on liquid tablets or fluid tablets or whatever to get rid of the fluid, isn't it? Because your body stores it. And yes, of course, I agree. I don't know how long I got. I don't know how long I got being well. My knee is playing me up. So does that mean I might have to stop running? Maybe, but I like swimming. Whether I like it or not, I'm going. That's the end. That is a fact. That's not even a like bullshit fiction. That is fact, mate. But I'm not worried what I look like. What I look like isn't bothering me. Would I like a six pack? No, because I'm not dedicated enough. I'm not dedicated enough. Would I want to not have McDonald's? I had McDonald's last night. I had McDonald's, had two fillet of fish and a latte. Was that a sensible meal? Should I add vegetables? Probably. Should I have gone to bed at 9 o'clock? Should I, be careful what I do? Probably. Should I get rid of my motorbikes because that might end me? Should I not go up ladders? That's a good idea. But you know what? None of us know. You have to take each day, each week, each month, innit? I hope I at least live till, well, I paid for Silverstone camping, so that's next year. I'm going to flip. No, I'm being pretty ambitious there, and I bought tickets for next July. At least want to last till next August, all right? Okay, I have a deal with you. Let me live till August, I paid for that. But if I get holiday, what about if I holiday next December? You let me know. All right, he's going to let me know, apparently. What's this? Big match? Are you two teams playing, are they? Mark, are you still there? How old are you then? You look fit. It's not what you look like, though, is it? It's your heart rate. Yeah, my resting heart rate. My heart rate right now, my heart rate is 58 right now. My resting heart rate is 46. And I'm going, I think that's pretty good. I do. I obsess on my heart rate. Oh, sorry, not obsess. I think my heart rate is a good benchmark of my condition, my motor. That's what I think. You could say, no, your benchmark of your condition is how you look. I don't know. It's a bit like someone, I'm good things. It's a bit like someone who's white skinned and they are completely untanned. They look really anemic, don't they? And yet someone with a tan, and yet if you speak to someone who's had skin cancer through being out in the sun, I'm pretty sure they would say, I hate the sun. I absolutely hate it. If they got it and they had complications, but it managed to get sorted out, I'm pretty sure that person would always be wearing a t-shirt, always be covering up, always. Isn't it funny? Looks over substance, it feels like. Well, not that's the wrong example, but that type of thing, isn't it? It feels to me. But again, you don't have to. You can disagree with me and say, no. I think we focus too much on the looks, isn't it? Like a car. Really, I just want a car to get me there. I'm not fussed whether it's clean or, is there a scratch on the bodywork. No, I'm not worried about none of that. I want to, like you buy a car off me and people are obsessed over scratches and that. Tiny little scratches. I'm going, I'd be more worried that is the engine going to go and it's not going to cost me any money to fix it. Like my body, can I use some, I can't really fix my body for money, can I? That's the trouble. If it could, I'm sure if there was a way of like putting a new knee in somebody, but it was money, then people wouldn't care, would they? They'd do lots of running and just get a new knee. If you could go and have some sort of transplant and you knew it would work, but it doesn't always work, does it? Morning. Well, well, my thought of knees, I wished I'd done probably less running, and I wished, in a way, I hadn't have had my ACLs done. I'm convinced every time they open you up. Am I a crazy person? Absolutely. I exercise too much. I'm definitely crazy for that. I think every time they open you up, Mark, I think it's scar tissue as well, and it's probably like it's probably short term, isn't it? Morning UAE. I think you have an operation and it's sort of sorted out pretty quick. But I reckon as you get older, then long term, I think when you touch things, my dad didn't, and is he? Well, you think he should have had it done? I mean, I don't know. I'm pleased. I don't know. My left leg is fine. I'm like, don't matter. All right, Ant, how you doing, mate? It's a platella. I think it's called the platella. It's a bit down. They call it runner's knee, I think. I need to go and see. I've got a mate who's a physio, and I really need to go and ring him up and just book up and just go and see him and show him. But it doesn't hurt all the time. One day it's nothing, and you think, yeah, I want it to hurt all the time in a way. I didn't realise past 60 is all over. How old are you then, Mark? How old are you then, Mark? Do I wish I was younger? No, because I'd have to still get to this point again, wouldn't I? And what would be the point of being younger? What am I going to get from being younger? Hello? Any cartilage? Well, they used to take it out. You're 60. But how do you look after yourself, though, Mark? What are you doing, Mark? You're an elderly gentleman like me. Would you say, any youngsters come to you, would you say, like, start looking after stuff, your money, your TV remote control, your car? Would you say take better care of stuff? Your microwave, would you say it's better to slam the door lots or gently shut the door? And your bedroom doors, is it better to be annoyed and bang and the architrave's all cracks, isn't it? Or would you better say it's better to shut it slowly? But that would be me. And I think starting a day with 2 rounds of toast Vegemite. I can't have toast. I could do the whole loaf. Yeah, oh, Mark, right, that's what I was going to say. What they used to do was, the cartilage, they literally take it out. What they do now is they trim it because they realise that taking it out is no good because it's just like bone on bone, isn't it? That's the trouble. I think so, Mark. I think you've got to look after stuff, innit? Now, I know I don't eat vegetables. I know. That's my big downfall, isn't it? Huh? You watch the Prem? No, not really. I don't watch football. Seem like an overpaid lot of tarts out there, really, to me. Is Europe getting as bad as the internet makes it? Don't know. I'm in London and I feel all right, so no, not really. Am I affected with lots of stuff around me? No, I refuse to. Well, not refuse to be. I don't. What's the point? I'm English, so or European, I guess. Well, no, I think I've got to look after myself. Not worry about the boats. Not worry about income tax. Not worry about none of it. And tax is just a percentage, isn't it? If you earn £1,000, then it's 10% tax is £100. Put your £100 away. I've got no. Hang on. How can I spend £901 if I got £100 tax out of £1,000? How can I spend £901? That's like me spending money I haven't got. Surely. Morning. I think so, but obviously, this is an odd attitude. This is not a very modern attitude. This is a very, I suppose, an old attitude. Should I buy things I can't afford or things I can afford? I think I should buy things within my means, live within my means, isn't it? If I have calories within my means, I don't grow to become the size of a house. If I have too few calories, I save too many satium and then I'm malnourished or whatever you want to call it. I'm then going to be hungry all the time. That's no good for me, is it? Hello? You're facing severe hards. Well, you will be if you've got a disability. You will be. But yeah, I wouldn't. The internet makes everything bad, isn't it? Look, let's face it. Imagine they went on the internet and say, "Oh, well, there's no real news going on," but bloke in Birmingham, he bought a new pen today and he voted, and it was pucker. Bloke. You've got to have bad stuff in you. Bad clickbait, rage bait, facts, facts. You're going back old there, aren't you? 15 mile. I'm cycled. I need to get out cycling, but I can't really fit it in between my runnings, gym, swimming, going out on my motorbike. I've got too much going on, really. My old man always said that you've got too much going on, you have. And I used to say, well, good, I want loads going on. Why would you want nothing going on in your life? I want like miles. I want to say I had 3 days, not for like working. Well, yeah, that and all, because I'd get more done, wouldn't I? But everyone's different. You said that twice. I'm a Mendoza D-man, 45 years old, and a person with a disability. We're facing severe hards. Mate, this is making me severe hard, this my knee here. I'm not really disabled, but this is making my sort of like want to go out for a run. This is not good. Like your disability is not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. If you're saying you want some money, I'm going, well, my bank is disabled, actually, unfortunately. I've got this disorder, which means I fucking don't help people for money because I can't be bothered. Because people go, oh, can you lend me the money? It's like, no, I can't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my bank has got a disability. It doesn't like me giving money out to people. Sorry about that. Well, there you go. Nah, it's just life, isn't it? It happened for the London Marathon. I didn't run it, but when I went to watch my son that day, and what was it? We were watching, and I thought, oh, like that, just an oh, and then I couldn't walk down the stairs, and the escalators weren't working, and it was a fucking great big long one, all the way down. I'm like going down like a crab, and I got down. Going up wasn't a problem, and it sort of stemmed from there really. So I don't know. So it wasn't running. So that's my sort of reason for allowing myself to run through the pain because it's fine because it's not the running that done it. That's what I tell myself. Anyone who runs, if you run or exercise, you exercise through the pain. You know that. And you don't. It's all you do. 16, mate. That's pretty good, Sam. That's pretty good. You'll get on a mission now, and you know what you'll do. You'll be obsessed with it, I reckon. And I bet you're like, no, I can't have that cake. No. And really, the weekend, we done park run, and we went to Morrison's to get some stuff for the day for our camping weekend. And I picked up a box of donuts. Walked straight in. The donuts are there, right there, dude. Strawberry, bit of an odd flavour, but anyway. And then I had some wine gums and all. I thought I'm having them. And even I'm thinking, oh, you fat bastard, why did I do that? My girlfriend's lost 4 stone. She's like, mad weight loss, you know. But she's really disciplined. You've got to be disciplined. I tell you, the more disciplined you are in life, the sweeter your life is, isn't it? I think, you know, yeah, if you're disciplined, if everything in it, your timekeeping, you know, your habits, getting good habits in it, starting, making a little save. Plans, you need plans in it. I need a plan for my money. I need a plan for my health. I need a plan for my weight loss or whatever, or weight maintenance. I need a plan. I need everything. But once I get in good habits, I think life is not too hard. It's hard work when we don't have no plans in it. You know, people say, oh, I'm on a diet, I'm trying to, but it's like, you're not on a diet because everything is your diet. But I think people go, oh, I can't have that cake. It's like, well, how many calories in it? Or how many calories in the biscuits? I don't know. So, but you're on a diet, you say. Can you get a shout out? Yeah. Hello. Why would you want to shout out? I don't understand that. Noisy. Say your name. I can't read it, mate. Grampus malaria Arius. I'm a bit dyslexic, mate. I'm really sorry. I might not be, but you don't know that. What? Me calling out your name is thanks. Wow. Hang on, I've got to just stop a minute. Hang on. Wow. Anyway, let's move on. It just made me go, wow. I'm thinking, you sound, maybe you're a bit of a joker. Maybe you're a bit of a troll. Who cares? Can you get a shout out? No, I can't do it for you. I can only do it for like Minius Maximus or whatever his name was. What was his name? Something Maximus, wasn't it? Maximus, was it his name? I don't know. I mean, I've got a memory of a goldfish here. Yeah, but as there's not so much of you now, I'm not sure if I can really give you a shout out. Hello. I think, Sam, I'll tell you, that's amazing weight loss. You're doing really well, mate. How long's that taking you to get to there, though? Do you know what I think? Almost we need to embarrass ourselves, but be able to handle embarrassment. Like say, yeah, I'm 18 stone. You know, I think we need to point out the bad stuff. 4 months, 16 weeks. That's not bad. But actually reduce your soda battery. Okay. I think that's pretty. I think you're doing well, mate. That's pretty. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stick at it, isn't it? It is, and hopefully you've not gone. I think if you go too extreme, it's too much. I think when I was using NutriCheck, I think NutriCheck. The more I think about it, the more I think it is the best thing for losing weight. And you literally log everything down, innit? Log everything down, and you do it. You look chill, not too bad. I'm apparently horizontal because I'm that laid back. Not all the time. Sometimes I want to get annoyed. Earlier on, there was a wasp or something, and I was going like a helicopter. I thought, can you go and work £2 a week? Yeah, that's not bad. I think £2 a week though is, I can't believe in that time. I cannot believe in that time you've not fancied something, but you've actually been strong and gone no. I think if you'd have used NutriCheck and stuck to £1 a week, I think you could have had a few more of the treats that you've denied yourself now, and still you wouldn't be the same, because £2 a week is not the same as £1 a week. But I think the less of a change, the easier it's to stick to, I think. And I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to be hungry. They're the only things you can do. What's that? What do you go live about? No, I go live just to annoy everyone, really. I don't. I'm not a weight loss coach, but I'm very aware that, like, a slice, this is how sad I am. I know a slice of white bread is about 140 calories, and I know a can of Heinz Smart Soup is about 200 calories. That's when you're sad. But you need to be, if I'm not informed, I can't make a decision. I did lose quite a lot of weight. I got down to about 66 kilos. I'm now at about 74, 73. I went on a cruise, basically lost a pound. In 2 weeks, I lost £1 from the start of the cruise to the end of the cruise, which I thought, that's pretty good. And I thought, actually, at 62, Gary, looks like you got your head screwed on and you're not missing out on them cakes. I'm good, thank you. You shouldn't listen to any weight loss tips from me or anyone on the internet, because they're not qualified. And you're not me, I'm not you, and you're not any of them. It's true, though, isn't it? Look, at the end of the day, it is eat less, move more. Losing weight is the simplest thing ever, but it's fucking hard. Excuse my language, it is effing hard to do, because you walk out in the kitchen, eat me, and you got to eat them. And you think, okay, I'm going to eat them. Then when you eat them, you wish you hadn't. The night you don't eat them, you think, yes, I feel good. When you're strong, you feel good, but you mustn't go too extreme. You've got to you just be sensible. My girlfriend's used NutriCheck. I do intermittent fasting. This is what I've done when I've done it. I've done intermittent fasting, and then I use NutriCheck. And NutriCheck, I think, is the best. Hello, Sheen. I know, bad stuff in the house. Yeah, but you want it in the house. I want it in the house, so I can't eat it. And I think I need